starting this video because I've reached my 20th plant, and I think it's a milestone because I started collecting plants when I was still living in the Philippines. And when I first moved to Milan, I didn't know if I wanted to start again my plant collection because it would be a commitment. Look, the sun is shining. Wait. Yeah. Wow. I have been procrastinating making this video or making a YouTube channel in general, but I really want to share you my plants because I'm so happy with them. And today I'm not just gonna share you my plants, but as an obsessive plant parent, I will also show you my Notion dashboard of my plants, where you can see how long I've had them, where I got them. So basically, it's micromanaging how I take care of my plants, and I will share it at the description below. Let's get started with the plant tour. Starting with this side of the room, I have here a maidenhair vine. I really like this plant because it's very wispy and it has this certain vibe to it, like very cottagecore, if I may say. I really like this maiden vine. I never had this plant before, and I just got this 3 weeks ago. And also here in this corner is my Schefflera. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I bought this I think in February, and I tried to propagate it, and now there is a new leaf or a new branch stemming out finally. I was afraid at first to put it in this corner of the room because it's a bit far from the window. I have a southeast facing window, so it gets really bright here in the morning until the afternoon. Also, I got this really nice Tanqueray bottle from my flatmate. And over to the other side is my newest plant in this collection. It is a Fittonia albivenis. Variant is the pink ruby lime. Fittonias can be a bit finicky, but these days I'm feeling a bit risky, so I took my chances. Currently it is in a white cover pot. I have some stones in there. Got it from IKEA. Moving on to this corner, I have some more peace lily, although this one is not variegated. Also here is what I consider a boss battle plant. This has seen the worst of days because I got it at Palma and I didn't go home right away after buying it, and the day was so hot, so it had to stay in the bag for a long time, for 2 hours, and it did suffer some burn. I had to cut some of the leaves off because it wasn't just doing it for me. So I did cut some off, but I'm so happy that this growth is coming. Also in this book nook is my Tradescantia nanok. I've had this since 4 weeks ago, so also a baby plant in my collection. There. So this is all on my bedside table. Other side of my bed is my syngonium. I really love this pink colored leaves. I'm having problems though. Some of the leaves are not unfolding. Maybe I am overwatering this plant. I did recently repotted this. And now here are my maranthas. This one is variegated, and sadly I did get this back in March and it hasn't grown any leaf for me. but I'm just happy that it is not yet dead. I burnt it because it was too close to the window. That's why I pulled it back about 7 feet from my window. And then this one is the lemon lime maranta that I got, I think, a month before I got this. This one did grow for me, or is growing for me. There is a leaf here that's coming out and one leaf unfolding. My problem though is that when I moved it back here together with this, I don't know, now it looks like a rabbit's foot. Help if anybody knows what's happening. The leaves are getting smaller. Now let's take a look at this corner. One of the very first plant that I got was this peace lily, and I did get this on discount because it was reverting to the all green, but at least some are still putting out some variegated leaves. Also in this section is my spider plant that was given to me by an uncle at church. When he found out that I love plants, he got me this, or he gave me this, because he was working at a garden center, or I think a landscaping company. Also here is a propagation from my Monstera deliciosa. I have some more propagations here, which is my heartstrings. There are some roots. I can see some roots. They do look really wispy, really fairy-ish. Also here is a propagation of my tetrasperma, another plant, another wish list plant. But propagation from tetrasperma is really hard to root, actually. So this has been here. I think maybe I should replace the water, and those are not looking so good, but anyway. And also some propagation from my lemon lime marantha, also still not rooting. Yes, as you can see, the leaves are smaller. These were the new leaves that came out. I also have here my Pilea peperomoides. I got this on one of my grocery runs. I really love the groceries here in Milano because they have plants, and I'm easily swayed to buy some plants every visit. So I did get this from Lidl in March, I think, and it has grown for me a lot. I didn't expect much from this plant, but they are thriving. Also in this section is my philodendron Brazil, which I got together with my maidenhair vine. I'm so happy with this because since I got it 2 weeks ago, it has sprouted new leaves so easily. Moving on to the prime corner of the house, addressing the elephant in the room, and my very first plant that I got. I bought it in Palma. This has given me a lot of leaves, so much that last 2 weeks ago I was able to propagate it and give, I think, 2 propagations to my aunt. I mean, look at that. This plant has 5, I think. There is 5 plants in that pot. Also in this corner is my philodendron micans that I have propagated a lot, put back. this top part was actually a bit bald when I got it, so I put it back. As you can see, there are a lot of new growth inside. See here, small baby leaves. I really want this to be a very bushy plant, so I also wrap the long vines back into the soil and use bobby pins to pin them in place so that they will grow roots. So velvety, and I really like to see this plant when the sun is shining and the red undertone here at the back of the leaf is showing. This is my heartstrings plant, and it's living its best life here next to the window, even flowering for me. But a lot of the energy is going to the flower as the leaves get smaller and smaller. I did fertilize this. Look at that top part, it's so compact. And right below this is my philodendron lemon lime, one of my favorite philodendron variants. I also got this plant from Palma. I've also propagated this a lot during the summer, gave some to my friends, and also potted some right there. This has been a very prolific grower for me. Look, there is so much growth. Yes, I also bobby pinned this one back to the soil because I do want a very bushy plant. Something that works for me for this plant is that there is a water reservoir at the bottom of this, because this pot doesn't go all the way down, so there is space here, and oftentimes water stays there. That's why I have a lot of root overgrowth. I know, I'm not sure, I think this is bad. I should repot this at some point. I will at some point, and I will take a video and I will take you with me. But for now, it's living its best life. I'm really happy with this plant. And now to the plants here, some more propagation. As mentioned earlier, I did cut my Schefflera plant, and here it is. I still don't see any growth, and there are some dead propagations here that I should fix. Maybe also have this variegated, I think, string of bananas that I got from my aunt's house. I'm not sure if it's growing. Hopefully it is growing some roots. I am hoping that I did the right propagation method. Along here is my Monstera adansonii. I did not buy this plant. I got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cuttings from a friend back in April. I rooted it in water, and 2 months ago I transferred it to soil, and now there is so much growth. Like, look, almost all survived and they're now growing. I can't wait to have this grow more. It is approaching, we're now in September, so it's autumn. I hope that it does continue to grow for me. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. Especially, I'm really happy that I don't spend a lot for my plants anymore. Back when I was still in the Philippines, had my corporate job, I would spend a lot on plants. I would have this DIY soil mixtures that I do, perlite, cocoa peat, all the shebang. But now I just buy pre-made soil. And I also have 2 photos that I didn't buy, also grown from cuttings. I refuse to buy photos. I really like that. I got this from a friend. And some of my propagations that I already transferred to soil. Here's the micans, and here's the lemon lime philodendron. In here, also I bought this with the Brazil, is my tetrasperma that is now living its best life. Look at those growth points. This is a tissue culture tetrasperma. I still wish to have the tetrasperma green. I believe they call this one the tetrasperma blue. The tetrasperma green is the leaf is more round, and this tetrasperma blue is more elongated. But I did get this for very cheap, €2 at Viridea, I guess because it was dying. So I had to repot it and tried to get some propagation in case it didn't work out. But I think this one is going to live, and my still hoping that the propagation do get some roots. Okay, so that's it for my plant collection. Now I'm going to show you how much of an obsessive plant parent I am. Let's get on with it. So this is my Notion page. As you can see, it's very straightforward. I only have the gallery view of all the plants that I have. That's why I was able to know how many plants I have right now. And also a key detail that I always want to see is a log update of when I watered them. The gallery is according to the days that they are alive in my care. So far I haven't killed any of my plants or any that I bought since I started collecting here. And on the other side is the alphabetical order of these plants, so that if I want a reminder on when I watered them last, I can easily see it. So it's very straightforward, but let me walk you through on each. Okay, so here you will see the date when I bought the plant, and there is an automatic computation of the age of this plant. There is also the genus of the plant, the store where I bought it, and a note. This plant was actually a gift from my friend Julia. And here below are just some updates of the plant. So I always take pictures of my plant up to last week when I propagated this plant, as I mentioned earlier, and gave some to my aunt. Okay, so those are the details in the gallery, and the water log is pretty straightforward. You just, if you drop this button down, you will see how many times I have watered them. If you want to log again a watering schedule, you just click new, put on the date, and then if you have any notes about this watering schedule, for example, you watered it with fertilizer. For me, I also note here if I watered it in the shower. And automatically, if you log it here, it will be updated here on latest date, last watered. Okay, the template that I will be sharing you will look like this. So I removed all the details, and feel free to add anything that you like, especially in the genus. I tried to put as much genus as I can. At first I was even confused of the genus and the family, but anyway, in case you see anything wrong, please leave a comment below so that I can correct them should you decide to use this Notion template. But hopefully this will be helpful for you. I already made an automated template, so when you click new, you can click new plant, and then that's it. Everything will be here. Just need to put on the name of the plant, the date that you bought it. The age will be automatically computed, so you don't have to input that, the genus, the store, and any notes. And I added something special for you just in case you want to insert any care guide, any reminders for this plant, you can do so here. And I also tried to structure the plant updates for you if you're starting this template, so that you can filter it by date and it won't be just a long list or a long thread of photos. Alright, then you can drag and drop any photos here according to the date that you took the photo. Okay, automatically, if you put a new plant, it will show up here. Just put new plant, and then there you can put on the date, and you're ready to go. Because I am a helicopter plant parent, this is very useful for me, so I have other things to do rather than overwater my plants. And that's about it for my plant tour video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, liking, or leaving a comment down below. This has been one day. I'll see you in another.